What's up? We're back for another trading day. Got Friday the 26th. Um, I told myself yesterday that I'm gonna just stick with my profits I have so far in my account, and then I won't trade tomorrow, meaning today. Um, but price action is looking exactly how I'd want it to look. And that's what I said. I didn't say absolutely I'm not going on the charts, I'm not trading. I said I'll trade tomorrow if my setup shows itself and it's there, I'll still go ahead and take it. I said I'd probably do 50% risk or de-risk 50%, but I'm not gonna do that just because I am confident in price action. So, anyways, why I'm bullish, and yes, I am bullish. Just offset these because we've had these like we've spent boom, 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 like just a steady downtrend the last couple days. Um, which is kind of funny. It's like the same pattern's been coming up, and then during London Asian session, we've been um like retracing. But today, I noticed a difference in this pattern. So during previous day, or yesterday, we had an SMT, 1 hour SMT at the lows, bullish SMT, with NQ being the leading index. It's like, okay, maybe we'll be looking bullish here soon to reset some price action. And so I'm like, okay, that looks great. We'll see what happens over London Asian session. Going into London Asian session, we made another SMT. This is a 5 minute SMT, bullish SMT once again. Um, and we also had London session, at least on E or NQ. We had London manipulation plus reversal. Now we're looking for New York to continue. And we had bullish news come out at 5:30, which doesn't mean too much, but that created a 15-minute fair value gap, which we are in kind of heavily right now. So, with all of those, we had two different bullish SMTs, high time frame, low time frame, and with take profits being the data high, a 1 hour high, which is meh, previous day high, and we could look to go higher after that. But I'm loving price action. I still need to see price develop during market open the way I want to see it, but price is looking very good. I will say that. I'd like if we didn't disrespect this 50-minute fair value gap. That'd be cool. But maybe this is our manipulation leg before we get our setup. Okay, large displacement. Huge displacement. I guess the bigger manipulation leg we get, the more dude, this is kind of crazy. Okay. Oh, dude, I like it. I like it. That's our 5 minute manipulation right there. At the end of this candle, we'll get our first 1 minute inverse for value gap. Now we're looking for equilibrium. You want to see a good retrace back. That's what I want to see off of this. So we put in this new fair value gap. We can get rid of this 15-minute fair value gap for now. It's just taking up space. Right there. 1 minute EQ. That way we can get rid of this. So we got an inverse fair value gap for our first 1 minute continuation or confirmation confluence. Come on, Price, I gotta see you come down. Got a 5 minute manipulation here. We got created the fair value gap on the way to manipulate. We inverted that fair value gap and broke structure. So now we're wanting to retrace into this 1 minute fair value gap, maybe hit equilibrium. But we can bring equilibrium higher if we go higher than reverse down. So if it comes up here, then we go back down and hit that. So I don't mind price going a little higher here, just so I can, yep, so there we go. That will be high, that will be EQ. Come on, you gotta give me more than that. I'm not trading off that. Come on. You need to come down more. You have to come down more. There we go. Okay, we're into the fair value gap. Please come wick down to hit equilibrium. So that is my set equilibrium. So we'd have to, breaking 1 minute structure would leave us down here. And we can't do that. So let's look at 79% extension. Fuck, if it goes above 79% extension, then I think we get in. Because I don't think we're going to come all the way down to hit equilibrium. Unless we want to. Okay. Now don't just skyrocket above 79% right now. Come on. Oh shit. So from the high here to the low here is 79% extension. If we get it closer or above it, I'm there. Don't do this again. Huh? Well, shit. I'm glad I didn't get in. That's what I get for being patient. Okay, so let's readjust. What's going on here? We have our 1 minute fair value gap being tapped into. Now let's relook at a 79% extension closure, which is this high. Would be this right here. Unless we go down even more. Come on, let's go hit equilibrium. Let's go hit equilibrium. That would be sweet. So equilibrium, we're down here, up here. That is equilibrium. Let's go hit equilibrium. Come on. Let's do it. Why not? Why not? Go hit equilibrium for me. It's got our first part, which is the 5-minute manipulation to the downside. Then we got our inverse fair value gap. And then for our retracement, which is the fair value gap, maybe equilibrium. It's looking like no. Let's see. We broke 1-minute structure to the downside right here while it's retracing. So breaking 1-minute structure would be up here. Or you could go 79% extension up to here. Yeah, honestly, think about not entering. Like, really think about entering. It's been multiple attempts where it's been close. You've been patient. You haven't done it. You've been thankful that you haven't done it. What makes any of these entries different? It's like, see, look, I would have gotten stopped out on that. Okay, now we came and hit equilibrium. That looks better. And we tap back into the inverse. 1 minute confirmation is also an inverse fair value gap. One minute confirmation for the entry is the inverse fair value gap breaker structure is 79% extension. We could inverse this fair value gap and I can get in. Okay, we just got in. Data high is going to be our first take profit. A 46-point stop loss is not that great for me. That risk is a little high. But those were the moves I wanted to see. We finally came down, hit equilibrium. We entered off the 79% or the inverse fair value gap. And my first take profit is a 1.2, just like how I've been doing. I don't, I think I'll just do my 40% at data high and then go for previous day high. I think that's how I'll do it. I don't know if I like or care too much about this 1 hour fair value gap. I don't feel super strongly about it. So like, let's go look at it. It's 1 hour. Did I say fair value gap? This 1 hour high. Um, it was a retracement candle. I don't think there's the better liquidity draw is previous day high. Much better. So I think that's what I'll be looking at. But I don't know. We'll see. See how I feel. Wow. Okay. retrace back into the inverse fair value gap. See what we're doing. Dude, I'm a fair value gap. I'm a fair value gap. See what we do off this 1 minute fair value gap. I need to have in the mindset of, like I mentioned yesterday, um, with new territory comes new challenges. It's this new territory of me having a, my wins, like actually seeing green. There's going to be new challenges of being greedy, being overconfident, seeing things that aren't there, thinking I can't lose a trade. Um, I wouldn't blow up an account. I'm not emotionally immature, but there's just comes new challenges, new temptations, new women in the red dress, new things to worry about. So just gotta keep an eye out, keep vigilant on where my head's at, what my emotions are like, what my thoughts are, and just keep in check. Let's see here. I might just on ES we are 12 points away from previous day high, or on NQ we are 50 points away from data high. So we're about the same length away from each. Um, I feel like this is the swing point, right? I don't know, it's tough to say. I might just do full take profit at data high. Because, check me out, right? On the 5 minute fair value gap, dude, I'm not talking about fair value gaps. On the 5 minute SMT, ES was the leading index and Q was lagging behind. So, with ES already being past data highs and looking to reach previous day highs, I feel like if that's the reversal point, then data high is ES's previous day highs. Data high on NQ is ES's previous day highs, if you know what I mean. So like this will be the if previous day high is the reversal point for ES, then data high will be the reversal point for NQ. That's kind of my thought. But we need to make it there first. So we didn't break structure to the upside just yet, bro. We didn't get in here. We made a new high, which was right here, and then we made a new high, which is right here. We broke 5 minute structure to the upside. Yes, it's been 5 minute structure to the upside. This is what I always need to do to kind of calm myself down. Look, downtrend, high. We broke structure to the upside on this candle, and we haven't broke structure to the downside since. So 5 minute we've been bullish ever since that 5 minute manipulation. That would be 40% of my position. Is 0.15 lots. It's hard to tell if this is the reversal point. I don't know. I feel like we let it run to previous day high. And I only say that not out of greed, but because of how much um, liquidity we have left to the upside. Not to say all of this will get ran on a Friday. In fact, because it is Friday, I should probably say that I should just take profits at previous day high and call it good. Maybe even just at a high and call it good. I feel like previous day high is a good draw to have it at, though. I don't know. It's tough. So we did break structure to the upside on the 1 minute. That's good. At this point, moving my stop loss up to here. So I'm moving my stop loss up to here. Because this fair value gap's holding. Just for this sake, I'm going to put it here, but what would previous day high be? Previous day high would be a 2.2 R trade. I'm just going to take full, because I have to be leaving at 7:30 anyways. So look at this from a objective stance. Like, I have to start getting ready for work at 7:30. So I should just take full profit at data high. Because I can't be sitting around setting take profits, then take profit doesn't get hit while I'm at work, but it just barely almost wicked it, and it should have been there because on Trading View it looks different and all this and that. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that this time. So, and it looks like these are the same levels. So previous day high on ES is data high on NQ. So, and once again, I did move my stop loss up to here at the bottom of this fair value gap. This looks like a strong area. It held twice with these two lows. So I feel like this low is very strong, but this is just as strong, but it's better for my risk. So now put it like right here, pretty much right at the bottom of that fair value gap. What's the 5 minute looking like? Ooh, I like that. So where my stop loss is now is the breaker structure on the 5 minute as well. Okay, I like that. I like that for a key level. Now, if we come get stopped out and then it goes hits take profit, I'll be pissed. But I can't be that mad. Not to say I wouldn't actually be pissed, but I would be slightly annoyed. Let's just say that. Yep, there it is. Okay. There it is. I got stopped out. Right there. No, don't want that. So on the day, lost $780. We'll go resync this. Yeah, that's the thing though. If I would have kept my stop loss down here and lost like I think my stop loss, full stop loss was 1,000 like 800 or something. Oh yeah, no, I would have been pissed if it hit full stop loss. Uh-uh. Hell no. Yeah, hell no. Hell no. Oof. Damn, that was a close one today. Ugh. It's a real close one. See if this ever wants to resync. Yeah, so on the day, puts us down 787. So 3.9K profit on the week. My first profitable week in a long time. Let's see, even ever. My first profitable week ever. This was a fluke. This was a break-even day that I just barely made profit from, so this doesn't count. My first profitable week, and it's a damn near 4K week. Hey, we're going places. I am proud of the day. That's for sure. I'm glad I took the risk to actually trade today. I'm glad I didn't stay out of it. Um, because let's say best case scenario or worst case scenario, I'm out of it and I'm up 4 bands for the week. This isn't real money, so I don't give a damn how much I'm up for the week. Looking to grow my account size, sure, and to money wise, I'm looking at it just so I can get this out of the red and see how much I can actually grow my account. But besides that, money's not a money ain't no thing. So yeah, although because I like the upside on this, if I would have, I would have just taken full profits at data high. I think it was like maybe 1,500. Actually, let's do. It would have been a couple like 1,500, something like that. That's what I would have won if I won today, which I felt super confident about today. So I'm happy to take that risk, especially since I was able to recognize um, this protected level and was able to move my stop loss a little higher to make my loss worth less. So that was great by me. Um, and yeah, I would have taken this trade any day of the week. I would have. Because the upside is just too good, considering what I was seeing. So let's do some math here. I was up 4,700 for the week before this. So let's just add those up. 1.44 plus 2.49 plus 802. No, plus point 0.8. Yeah, I was up $4,700 going into today. Should I have just taken that out and just secured that? Probably. But this is the stats I still need to get. It's like, how do I trade on a Friday when I'm up for the week. How do I trade on Friday? Do I blow it up? Do I win more on those days? Who knows? But I know statistically that Fridays and Mondays are, or for no, Fridays are the worst days for traders, I'm pretty sure. So, something for me to look at here is, hey, you lost on a Friday. Let's not trade on Fridays. Um, so we'll see how I approach Fridays in the future. But um, yeah, if I would have won another even 1.5K, would have been 6 bands, 6.2 bands on the week, which would have got like, bro, that would have been stupid. But I don't care about it. Um, I'm still proud of what I did for the week. My first, like I said, my first winning week in ever, really. So, hey, I'm here. And this was all with the continuation model. This was all with the continuation model. So, I think the continuation model is kind of going to be my bread and butter going forward. Um, I guess I'll go back into my trade for the day and my setup. Just kind of cap off the day. Um, Pretty much a bias going into the day. 1 hour, we had a bullish SMT at previous day lows. So that gave me good confidence going into the day. Um, Going into the day, I saw we had, as far as daily profile, London session manipulation plus reversal meant New York continuation. And we also had a 5 minute bullish SMT, like London to Asia low, or Asia to London low. So those were three big confluences for me. Also, we had data high to the upside. We have previous day to the upside. I was looking to rebalance price action from the past couple of days. So all of that was very bullish for me, even if it was a shorter little trade. As far as actual confluences go, um, market open, we got our 5 minute manipulation, low time frame manipulation on this instant leg down. You see right here, we swept out all of this low time frame liquidity. So I like that. I like that for our manipulation leg. So that's part one. Low time frame manipulation. And then like for our first confluence, or our first confirmation confluence, that leg down presented a fair value gap that we inversed, which was great. And then from there, the leg that inversed the fair value gap formed another fair value gap. So our first continuation or confirmation confluence was the inverse fair value gap. And then for our retracement, for the continuation confluence, we drew into this fair value gap and hit equilibrium. I knew this was the play. These I was hunting for an entry around here, which I'm glad I didn't take any. Would have been a little premature. We wanted to see price come down even more, hit equilibrium, and then make the move off of that, which is what we got. And that's where I entered. So we came down, hit equilibrium, fair value gap. From there, I'm looking to enter. And I kind of forget about inverse fair value gap for an entry. But here, we had that fair value gap form, inversed it on this candlestick, which we had 79% extension somewhere up here, 1 minute break structure up here. So inverse fair value gap was the lowest entry or the best risk to reward entry we could get. So I hadn't entered off that before. So at that point I entered, got in. Initial RR was 1 to 2, but my stop loss was a was a 46-point stop loss. Which had me a little nervous at first when we were dragging down into here. But I noticed that this the fair value gap or the leg up to inverse that 1 minute fair value gap also created another fair value gap. And so I saw we drew into this once, came out, drew back into it twice, came back out of it. So at that point, when we closed bullish out of this fair value gap, I had moved my stop loss up to here, up to the bottom of the fair value gap, because this was a good level for price to hold. Because like if price blew past this level, then I knew price would kind of want to go past this level as well. And so this level made me only lose $780 versus this level would have made me lose like $1,780. So very good at reducing your risk, and losing less and potentially winning more. So great habits there. We were, what is this, like 20 points? 15 points, 14 points away from my take profit. Damn, that was close. Cause I would have profited like 15K at least, probably 2K from hitting data high. So that would have been nice. I would have just taken full take profit at here because again 7:30 I have to get ready for work, so I would have just closed there, got off for the day. Um, yeah, maybe that's how I continue to trade. But again, same sort of thing where I continuation confluence, or I guess continuation model, um, with a like a 1.2 R trade with like a 50-ish, like 50 to 60 point TP1. That's kind of like my bread and butter right now. That's what I've been using for the day, or for the week, and it's been working good. So I think that's might be what I have to stick to. But anyways, that should do it for the day. There's not much else to talk about. So get this uploaded and head off to work. See ya.